DOZHATOLDYA.COM.
Fits a little bit when I'm gone, I gotta get it on, cause I'm the realest to ever hold a camera and get high and still handle business. My goodness, niggas better get in position, cause all of my niggas pushing and they ain't stopping for nothing. They looking, niggas better get in position, cause cameras gon' get the flashing, promoters gon' get the booking, the bitches gon' get the choosing, niggas gon' get the losing, and I ain't taking no L, so you know that I got the two. Bitches gon' get the choosing, niggas gon' get the losing, and I ain't taking no L, so I'm bustin' like all of
Oh, that's how you coming?
Let's get it. Royal Blunts, DJ CEO, YukMouth, Breaka. West Coast to the East Coast. We taking over every hood.
That's how you coming, bro? Hey, man. One time for the one time, man. That's Ready Up on the Crack the Code LP, EP, whatever you want to call it. Crack the Code project is out. And y'all need to know about it, man. Y'all need to stream that. Yeah, that's how you coming though, man. Like you got a lot of pressure on. You got a lot of pressure. I like business plan.
You like business plan?
I like it. I'm fucking with business plan already. So you know, but that one there, that's that energy that we need.
Life, nigga.
Real hip hop, man. What you know about YukMouth, man? Obviously a lot.
Come on, that's the homie, man. Hey, we were your blunts together, you know. So you know, we got wind. He got wind that we was doing music, and you know, DJ CEO put it together. So it was a fun track to work with, man. I liked it, that one for sure.
All right. So let's go ahead and get this thing started, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because okay, we live on the Twitch, we live on the Facebook, man. It's the boy Dame Doja here with my good friend. You know,
we go way back.
Way back. Way back. But I like what you do, bro. You've been doing this for a minute. You kind of do, you know, we kind of do similar things, and I love to watch, you know, and get inspired from people that do, you know, in media, the folks that's out here getting busy still, especially out of Florida. So you know what it is, man. This is Breaka Media, man.
For real. What's happening?
AKA, yeah, Breaka from Tallahassee, FAMU.
Yes, sir.
AKA Breaka from Duval. AKA Breaka all over Florida, man.
All right.
Been breaking, you know. It's funny because we shout out to Break My Track.
I got it.
Hold on, my bad. Shout out to yeah, because that's my my partner, Decepticon shit.
Okay.
It's called BreakMyTrack.com, but you've been breaking tracks for a good little
You
minute,
get
man.
me on there, man. What's up? We need an endorsement deal.
Yeah.
For real.
So yes, man. Glad to have you on the show, man. Of course, we go way back, but let the folks know like exactly what you do and who you are real quick, just to get it started.
Man, it's your boy Break 10-4. That's Breaka 10-4, man. I'm from Duval. I like to do, you know, I like to say that I do music, media, and marketing. I had to add that marketing in there because the bag came in on the marketing side. The music and the media was my passion. So, you know, I can do everything without sweating no more.
Right. So, and we go way back because of the marketing.
Yes, sir.
Because you've always been out here, I like real passionate. Matter of fact, you know, your whole family is like y'all always been very business savvy.
Definitely.
You was one of the few cats in Tallahassee that had your music that was ready to go and ready to sell it. Now, you know, was out there.
For real.
And we go back from there. But you flex into the media. Let me ask you, why did you? You know, I kind of know why, but could you talk about why you decided to, you know, keep pushing with the music this year? Like you came out with Crack the Code. Like, what was that process?
I never really stopped doing the music. It's just the fact that I just kept doing it. It's just not catching on. I mean, I guess when I get hotter in one thing, it draws attention to the other.
You know what I'm saying? So I got into doing the marketing. People already knew me from doing the media, but it seemed like money always attract the attention. So when a nigga started getting a bag, that's when everybody like, okay, he for real now. But I feel like I've been for real since day one.
Yeah.
You know?
True. You have. And that's funny when they be like, oh yeah. You doing this for real.
they always like, oh boy, you doing it? I heard you doing it. I'm like, man, shit, I ain't never, you know, this is my fourth album.
Thing.
You know what I'm saying? We got Hip Paparazzi 1, 2, The Session. I worked with a group, the Bluz Brothers, you know, a team of us we was doing marketing for Royal Blunts. We did a compilation called the Bluz Brothers because we was always out in blue, wearing the blue Royal Blunt uniform. So this last project, I decided to call it Crack the Code because I felt like, man, I wanted to drop some gems to the people out there hustling that want to chase their dream, but it kind of seemed hard, seemed like it's kind of impossible. You know, I know how that felt. I used to be in that seat right there, so I wanted people to see, like, yo, it can be done. It can be done. You ain't got to have a stupid bag to get out here and work.
Right.
For sure.
As long as you know what you want to do, and you have a plan, and you be consistent.
For real.
And you record a lot of your stuff. You produce a lot of your stuff. Who the producers you work with?
Man, I done worked with my boy Jack Brown here in the A. We got C Triller out in Duval. I mean, I travel a lot, so I like every city I touch down in, I like to stop in the studio, see who got the beats. I got a lot of beats from Dream Life. Man, I don't want to leave nobody out. I don't work with so many people. Yeah, a lot of different artists, a lot of different producers for sure too.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it be like that.
Yeah, I go to naming names. As soon as I leave somebody out, it's gonna be a problem. For sure.
Yeah, you go blank, but you know, you'll get the other ones in on the run when you can. But nah, man, production sounds solid.
Yeah.
You know,
I stepped up my
how
game.
long did it take? You know, to kind of put the project together. How long you been working on this particular project? It's just like, you say you're always working with music, so it's like you just picked out the...
It's never a deadline. It's like, hey, we do music. When it come out right, put it out there. You know? And then...
All right, so cracking the code.
Mm-hmm.
Give us a couple of things that you do to crack the code, like as far as the algorithm or whatever the code shall be. Like, give us a couple of...
Number one at the top of the list, man, I work hard. Ain't no fucking way around it, man. A nigga see me out, I be working, bro. Like, I be sweating. I be lifting shit. I be fucking on the computer. Sometimes I whip out my laptop and do some shit right in front of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no way around working, man. Like, people don't want to work these days, so I kind of take pride in that because I might be the only one in the room ready to put in some work.
Yeah.
I know that can mean a lot of things, but I mean, that's the first thing, man. If you ain't ready to work, man, go home.
Yeah, I was out the other day and I really just went to work, but it was like I was invited. I was invited to kind of go and chill, you know. But when I got there, I'm like, yeah, I got my camera.
Yeah.
You know, it's time to work. Like,
just work, man. Put in some work, you know. But I get it though. If you chilling, you chilling. But I be ready to work, man. That's all.
Definitely. And that's how you stand out too. So what are other ways to crack the code?
Let's talk on the album, man. You say you like that business plan, right? Like, I feel like it's not enough talk about like the business side of things. So like having a business plan is important, man. Like, I feel like that needed to be put in a song. We always talking about everything else, man. Like, having a business plan and actually doing the business plan for what you're doing, it don't really get you to what you're trying to do, but it gets you in the motion of knowing what you need to do to get to where you're going. So you do a business plan, you plan it out for 5 years, that 5 years go by fast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you already know. But then if I tell somebody who doing the album, like, yo, it's going to take you 5 years to pop, they go to be like, oh, man, I got to do that? They might quit right then. You know? I done seen it. For sure.
But you got the plan for...
Yeah,
I was just telling somebody...
If I say, man, I'm going to go to Doja podcast, then I'm going to go to over here, I'm going to go over there, we're going to put in work right here, then 5 years go by fast. But if you just hop in the game like, oh, I put out this song, supposed to pop, like you're gonna fall off fast in your mind because you don't think, man, I ain't doing nothing, and then you don't got nothing planned to do. Then you might blow some bread on top of that. That's the other thing about the business plan. It save you a lot of money because it's like a lot of times when I did a business plan, I did the budget. So when the deals came up or the lick came, I knew exactly what the lick looked like. Cause like, damn, I done priced this equipment right here. That shit costs like $2,000. Isn't it finna give me $300? I'm finna get this now. You know what I'm saying? So it make you prioritize what you're spending money on because you already know what it costs.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
Crack the Code is out right now, man. Go stream that. And I seen that, you put it out a minute, like not a minute ago, but it came out about a month ago. And I was like, bro, this man got the music out, going to all the festivals, popping in and out with the camera. And most folks just, made you think, you just the cameraman or that you just do media. And I ain't really even trying to minimize it. But what do you do to conquer, like hit 3 birds with 1 stone? Like, what are some of the things you do, like while you're out?
Man, back when we was in school, Kevin Lyles came to Fan U. You know what I'm saying? He had wrote a book at the time. Man, I don't even remember the name of the book, so I'm not even gonna go that deep. But I just remember some of the key points. One of them was embrace the struggle. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you talked about it like it's a struggle, but I don't feel like it's a struggle because, I mean, like I said, the media and the music is my passion. So whenever I'm doing it, people might look at, the cameraman like a janitor, but, man, I be having fun. So, I mean, they look at it like we out working, but shit, I'm actually making connects. But I embrace it also. So, like you can't tell me I'm doing a whole lot of work, or you can't tell me that it's hard, or you can't tell me it's getting in the way because I already know what I had in mind and how it works for me. I embraced it. You know what I'm saying? I made it a part of me, So now it's like, it's hard for me to be out without the camera. Somebody gonna be like, damn, why you ain't got the camera? Where it's at? And then I might grab the mic and then blow them all away, So it just depends, I take pride in blowing them away too. Like you said, man, you notice I started doing music. It was like what made me want to get into it serious. I've been doing it the whole time. So every time I blow somebody away, I kind of like, that's a different high. Like, damn, well, I didn't know you really be rapping. Like, you really be rapping,
Yeah. Nah, I knew, but, it's, but after doing it for so long, I seen a lot of folks just kind of like stop doing it. And I always question that. Even within myself, I question that like at this point, if we know with the stuff that we know, and like you said, when you bring the marketing, it's, who else would you like to practice your marketing on, but than yourself?
Than yourself, for real. And if it's really your passion, you really can't nobody stop you to do it. You can't even stop. It's worse than drugs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're like, damn, I gotta make a song. Like sometimes a song will be in my head, man, I can't do nothing until I get in the studio and drop that bit.
So you hit the Revolt last week. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This week is A3C.
Yes,
a couple of weeks ago, we had it was festival after festival. The Rolling Loud was actually a couple of months ago. I was trying to get you to come in after the Rolling Loud.
Yeah. I had to go down there for the Rolling Loud, for sure.
The festivals and the calendar, right? Mm-hmm. When you're putting together your business plan, like what are the things that you do to be able to identify these events and nail them and get out there, and then because are you in Atlanta right now? You are.
Yeah, I'm in the A right now. Yeah. I'm in the A. Should I be telling people that? Yeah, I'm in the A. But I be back and forth. You can't tell where I'm at. Shit. I was in Memphis the other week. It's crazy over there in Memphis, by the way. But I'm glad you asked that, man, because my clients kind of showed me how to be serious about shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to just go to events. You remember me from Southern Serve. We just go out, run around with the camera, put the footage out, and then think nothing of it. But now I'm out with my clients. They're like, hey, look, you got to get the receipt. You got to get the invoice. You got to get, we need X amount of people. If X amount of people not going to be there, we don't want you there. It taught me how to look at it like, yo, if I was doing it for myself and I had to spend this kind of money on me, then I would need to do it like they doing, you know. So now I find myself, even when I'm doing stuff for myself, like, hey, where the receipt at? You know, the parking people be looking at me crazy. The people at the club looking at me crazy. I'm like, nah, I need the receipt, bro. Or I need the invoice. I need the W-9 form, you know. So that's, my clients kind of gave me the layout because I see how multi-million-dollar businesses do it. And I figure, like, if they do it, it costs you nothing to follow a plan, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you kind of just with the clients already kind of going to these events, it kind of just fill in with what you to the plan of you already kind of traveling, because like you be all over, bro. Like,
yeah, that's how I got hired in the first place, because they saw me all over, so they kind of put some constructiveness to it. Like, they kind of like, hey, if you're gonna be out like that, you need to be out with a business plan.
And that's with Royal Blunts.
That's with Royal Blunts. That's with My Hood Magazine. That's with 24 ENT, Elite Motivation. I mean, see, if I go to naming people, I'm going to get in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
That's with Dane Doja Podcast, DOZHATOLDYA Podcast. You know, there's a lot of people out there, you know, that I kind of step in and do that for, you know?
Yeah, man, because you used to kind of just freelance a lot, like, and that's how you kind of learn what you're doing. And like you said, you still network. But even we could say freelance, but like you said, you know how to package the work up and put it out. And I ain't talking, you know what I'm saying, you know, in no particular way. But again, he was selling Southern Syrup.
Syrup, man.
It was a DVD. You know,
where's the internet for?
It was
the internet.
The DVD, like basically the same type of media that we do right here on this show.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, I know how long you've been doing this, and it's a dream of mine. So I could see across the court that you basically out here living your dream, and it's inspiring, bro. And I'm saying congratulations, and keep doing that shit, bro.
We out here cracking the code, man.
Yeah, cracking the code for real.
For real.
Because a lot of folks, you know, lay to the wayside for no reason, you know. Really out of mostly, you know, laziness, not wanting to do the work, not wanting to put in the time.
Yeah,
but
I don't know why for them.
But sometimes it be other, you know, situations.
I was just gonna say it could be a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it could be a lot of stuff. I ain't gonna really say that like that. But yeah, but I know you can't be lazy when you are following your passion.
The number one thing I said first, man, that hard work, man. Once you get that out the way, everything else downhill. Just get the hard work out the way first. Look for the hard work.
So how was the Revolt thing? The Revolt World last week?
It was dope, man. This the best one. I done been to all of them, man. Man, Diddy got it down to equation, you know. And for the artists, man, I seen a lot of people in Atlanta talking crazy about that Revolt. Like, nobody ain't gonna get signed. You don't get nothing out of Revolt. Like, nah, they was dead wrong, bro. Like, you go to Revolt, you get gems if you go in there doing what you're supposed to do. Diddy had podcast set up everywhere. He had studios. He had music rooms. He had photographers setting up in rooms, giving away free headshots. I'm like walking around like, oh, that's a $500 value. That's a $300 value. You know, you go on a podcast and you sit, and these are major podcasts. These with big followings. The guys with the trash can, them boys walking around. You got, you know, Carisha Please.
Yeah, that was it. That was
Come on, man. You can't beat that. For $200, 3 days, I done spent $200 on an ounce of weed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know? So, I mean, if you wasn't out there, man, you ain't serious about your craft, really. Or you must already got it, you know? For sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, sometimes, man, it gets the best of us, man, as far as the life cycle. I know this week, even being A3C, just even being back in Atlanta, for me, it's like I almost forgot how every week there's a different event, or there could be something else going on that, you know, that people are out there. So if you know, want to attract the people, or you want to get out to the people, they out there.
Visibility.
You have to plan to get your visibility and move about.
Yes, sir. The visibility is there. It's every day, really. That's why I move here, because, I mean, In Florida, I would sit around during the week, or I might have a regular job during the week. I don't work somewhere everywhere, and then on the weekend I hit the road, go here and there. But and then even then, for me to be doing something every weekend, I have to go to Miami this weekend, go to Orlando this weekend. Right here, man, I can go to Decatur, I can go over there at Peachtree, go back up to Marietta, and
on every side of town there's something going on
everywhere, man.
And
exclusive.
you're gonna be able to get your work in if that's what you want. If that's, you just have to know what you targeting, have a plan, and work hard, man. And that's what I'm out here doing, and I hope it shows, man.
Yeah, you up the score, man. You up the score here for real. I like it.
So we're gonna go ahead and get into a couple of these topics, man. I ain't gonna hold you up too long tonight.
Nah,
but there's a couple of topics that had kind of went. First and foremost is the music that dropped. Doja Cat had dropped some new music. I'm just gonna talk about to let everybody know. The Doja Cat album seemed to be all right. I listen to everything, so it's kind of like my job. But usually, I know that I don't really come back to a lot of stuff that I do listen to, and I can understand how she can reign supreme in a with competition that's not really aiming at the same thing she's aiming at. Doja got like an aim to not only be different and almost kind of do the opposite, but still show that she really is about what she's, like about the music. Like she really gives a fuck about her craft. That's really what she's here to give a fuck about. She don't really give a fuck about nothing else but the music that she finna drop. So she is damn near willing to distract you or kind of give whatever shock value that she can give outside of the music. But then at the end of the day, when she press play, a lot of them songs you're going to have to kind of reckon with. You're going to have to deal with because a lot of folks going to know them songs because of her influence is real heavy out here. And outside of that, man, it just been kind of Libra week for me, man. I kind of go back and realize that from Will Smith to T.I. to Lil Wayne, all them guys have like birthdays right back to back. But even just, just the work, I just been listening to the music that they done put out over the years, and T.I. got a monster catalog, boy. There's a lot of quality music, man.
T.I. slide.
A lot of quality music. But I feel like it officially shift as far as hip hop to where it's almost like anybody almost really like can hit that quality now. But you just have to kind of have like because a lot of these rappers, a lot of these guys are kind of stuck in the fact that who they were. I ain't gonna lie, I sometimes find myself guilty of it. And then the folks be like, "Oh, it's like 10 of you." You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like, well, what you doing now? More so.
Yeah,
and my sister trying to
kids don't really be knowing none of that. You know what I'm saying? I guess, like me having kids now, it kind of give me like a new sight on what's really new. Cause you just say, okay, the new T.I., but then the kids might know,
Domani.
NLE, they don't really, they never even heard of T.I., T-Pain. They be looking at that shit like it's old school, so ain't know who you was to them. It's what's going on right now.
Yeah, but you right. You absolutely right.
I promise you, they don't know nothing. I be with people like
to all the old guys.
I be with people. I call my son. He'll be like, I don't know who that is. Like he didn't know who T-Pain was at all.
That's crazy.
He didn't know who he was, and then like they had brought up the song. He knew the song, and he was like, "Oh, that's old people music." He literally said that.
That's crazy. But that's why I think that's what's going on with Nicki, man.
Damn.
Sad to say. I love Nicki, and I feel like I don't like the way hip hop does that. As far as they try to push people out, as far as once you get to a certain pinnacle, they love you and then they hate you. But she is gonna come off looking like a bully or just looking like how I felt like Lil' Kim was looking at one point, and it wasn't really Lil' Kim's fault that Nicki was just so raw, and just like it ain't Nicki's fault that Cardi B and you know what I'm saying, Lotto was just so raw, like, you know. But this thing that they got going on kind of getting out of control, and it's kind of making, I could see the separation as far as, you know, like the new and the old, but I also know that new is just new. When music is still ageless because it don't matter how old you are, you know, when you really listen to it, when you really hear a song. Or it don't matter what the girl looks like. It don't matter if she's, you know what I'm saying, fat, black, Chinese, or Asian, long as her voice, you know, is on pitch and on key and she knows what she's doing and the songwriting is great and the production is awesome. At the end of the day, if a lot of folks finna get out here and make that music, make their own way out here.
For real.
And so you got to take responsibility for that, and you know, get in here and take some swings, and you can see if you can hit a home run. You dig?
Yeah. It don't matter to me if you working with me, but I heard that the talent don't matter no more. It's about how hot she is, how the popularity. It's a popularity contest.
Totally. And speaking of popularity, Usher doing the Super Bowl, you know. And everybody, you know, who's everybody, all the popular cool kids made their announcements. I seen a lot of commercials of Usher doing this, you know, and they did the obvious, bring back the commercial. I would play it, but they're probably trying to blame me, so I don't even want to play it. Y'all seen the commercials. I think that I'm very excited about that, but I had to kind of rub it in folks' face. I had to rub it in folks' face that when Jay-Z kind of first took over, you know, or stepped in on the NFL, you know, and took over the entertainment, it was, you know, it was frowned upon to see him in that position or whatever, or working
From
with
who?
them.
What?
You know, there are always things that
you mean
become
like
frowned
that old sold out thing?
Yeah, he sell out.
Deion Sanders thing, and then everybody turn around and on your back after it's successful. That's crazy.
But I know that I'm enjoying having, you know, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, you know, Beyonce. You know, I'm enjoying the last few Super Bowl lineups that they've been putting together, and I know that things could easily look a lot different on the landscape of representation out here, you know, on the biggest stages.
Right.
So, you know, you got to respect it and love it, and when you just see the plan come on the broad side rather than, you know, when they first come together, when they first drop the headline or everybody go to talking their noise. And a lot of folks do live off of shock value out here, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shock culture going on. So, you know, it's either or. Also want to say, I almost said the wrong thing. Prayers to Krayzie Bone. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Prayers to Krayzie Bone. They say that he is in stable condition. He I'm not sure what the sickness or anything, but I don't really even want to concentrate on that because, like I said, he just was hospitalized, and they say that he's doing better, but we still gonna keep praying for him because and we got to start taking care of ourselves, man. You know, it's all kinds of signs out here that shows that, you know, you gotta be a little more healthier. Would you agree? Like, while you be on the road, do you still?
Man, I eat good, work out, all that. Only thing I don't do that's not healthy is smoke these trees.
Yeah.
And that might be healthy in a way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Depending on who you talking to.
Yeah.
Yes,
But yeah,
sir.
that working out, man, keeping that cardio of some sort get kind of hard, though.
It's hard, huh? When you get older, huh?
After,
man?
yeah. After you're doing all this other stuff, you
Yeah,
feel like, but once
you're waking up.
you get to doing it, you get, once it's a lifestyle, it become a routine.
Yeah, I've been maintaining since day one, so I ain't never really kind of let that go. It kind of like, it's a mental thing with me too. Like, it relaxed my mind, man. A lot of my lyrics come out when I be working out too. You know, it's the time of the day where ain't nobody bothering me, you know.
Yeah. Say, okay. You've been battling, I'm not even trying to say that word.
I started to volunteer, but I don't want to sound crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to sound crazy.
Man, prayers up for Krayzie Bone, man.
Krayzie Bone, man. Bone.
And Travis Kelce.
Man.
Go ahead and get into the Travis Kelce situation, man.
I only want to talk about the Jaguars around here, man. Nah,
Well,
that's
the Jaguars.
He got whooped by them boys, man.
Yeah. I mean, Kansas City, it is what it is.
But they the Super Bowl champs, though. Man.
So, of course, everybody's been talking about Travis Kelce all week long, right?
Mm-hmm.
Been the seeing him at the game with the beloved Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Is she beloved to you?
I like Taylor Swift music.
No, I'm talking about looks only. Like, is she like top tier?
I don't really even think about it like that.
What?
In a sense,
You got to.
Because it's not like she don't look bad, but she's like Taylor Swift. So it's like, I don't know.
You said she Taylor Swift.
It's like I don't even think about it like that.
You think about the music she made.
Yeah, I just think about the music.
Is that what he thinking?
Nah, he ain't thinking. He look at Taylor Swift, and again, he changed up. That's what
you want. Okay.
he look at
That
Taylor
look
Swift,
crazy.
and then he morph.
That's crazy. I don't know if I blame that on Taylor Swift though. When this football season, a lot of people change up.
That's a good point, man.
Because the maintenance part, like a lot of people just cut all their hair off and just they want to be a certain kind of way, so they don't got to keep up with it while they out there at practice, out there on the field, and sometimes it be for intimidation purposes.
And, he just made it easy for us. So I got the joke off real early. I got the joke off real early. Everybody knows that he went from, this to
That boy went from
this.
John B. to I don't know what. Yeah.
They say sit tight, buddy. That's what they say. That's what he got. He got to sit tight, buddy.
Boy got that crew cut.
But you did make a good point that it is football season. Some folks he might not get another cut after that.
Nah, he might not.
But nah, he with Taylor Swift now. He with Taylor Swift now, baby.
Are they really together, or is it just she just came to the game?
Well,
They
that's
be
not the
out
first.
outside
That
the
wasn't
game?
the first appearance.
Okay.
She was in Duval, and she went to Gainesville.
She was at the game.
I wouldn't say that she was at the game, but she also had an event in Gainesville that a couple of days before that. But I know that I know that there was some type of coordination going on, and I think that is real.
He might just be smashed.
The downgrade conversation has been kind of the conversation that a lot of the women been having, and because of what he used to have and what he has now.
That's why I had asked, does Taylor Swift like really measure up to that to you? Yeah. Ooh. That's nothing.
Yeah,
That's
but
curvy.
it's all on how,
Curvy. More curves. No curves.
Caleb, his ex, Kayla Nicole, is bad. We all know that. You know what I'm saying?
He went from curves to no curves.
But the Taylor Swift effect, I think.
She got on baggy boy shorts.
Again, Taylor Swift don't look bad. But again, it's all on
Baggy.
what your preference is, what
You're
you
right.
like.
You're right. I'm pretty sure she's probably very submissive.
You know, it's all on what you like. For me, sometimes the attraction comes when when a woman kind of does something, you know, endearing for me.
Okay.
That's when the real attraction kind of comes for me. But I'm just gonna throw that out there, or whatever, just to kind of throw him some bail.
All right.
But hey, the
I'm
Taylor,
lost.
the Taylor Swift effect, jerseys up, you know, money, you know what I'm saying, coming together. Everybody talk about it all week.
For real.
You know, he got like what? I thought I had it all. I thought I had all the
How you doing?
Yeah, he's still gonna try to be a little swag. I know he was mad as
a
hell.
little bit of drip.
I know he was mad as hell. Like he looked over like, you motherfuckers got your goddamn camera phones.
Damn.
He looking like, damn, these motherfuckers be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But
That's
you still
me
got to
right
play
there.
it right. You got to play it cool. Yeah. Break out
That's
there
me
with the
right
camera.
there.
They gonna break on the
That's
side of the
Breaka,
camera, and then he.
But I don't get that kind of reaction now. They might be like, "What up, Breaka? Let me hit that. Let me hit that J right there, bro." I'm dapping niggas up, man. It's more love for me.
So, what do you do in a situation when someone walks past the camera and they like, hey, you know, they don't want to be filmed?
Yo, hey, that's happened a lot, yo. Me and Mike Epps almost got in a fight one time, bro. Like, the nigga tried to snatch the camera out my hand, bro.
So, I politely just delete, you know, the little clip or whatever, you know, before it kind of go to that, because I have gotten to altercations. But how do you handle that? And
Shit, on case-to-case basis. in that case, I ain't delete shit because I was working for the club. I really went. A lot of times people be thinking outside of what I be doing because I be working for the club. You know, I might have another client, and then they be thinking I'm trying to get to them, but really, somebody over here told me to do that. You know, Sukiyama, she tried to smash on me in the A at a club. Cosmopolitan. I'm giving it all the way down, man. She just kept trying to kick me out the VIP. She was going to every security guard, and they was all like, "He work here. Like, you can't. He's supposed to be here."
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But I politely got out. I got out of the way because I ain't really care. I was working for the club, so sometimes I just get out the way. Sometimes I give you a hard time. I don't care. As long as I get, as long as I'm doing my job, I do respect people's privacy though. But I feel like if you come into these spaces where you know everybody had
got
a
a camera phone,
Hell
and
yeah.
everybody got their phone out.
Why you single me out? You know what I'm saying? Everybody had cameras out. She singled me out.
Because
Like,
you work hard, and you look a certain type of way when you work
It look
hard.
like I'm finna come up on this footage. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I do be having shit together. They be like, "Hey, what he doing?" You know, like, or what they doing over there. So it's cool. I handle it on a case-to-case basis. It don't always be bad. You know, sometimes it turn into a good thing because it do raise the question, who is he? And then I'm all the way official. So if you have to ask who I am, you're going to get a good reference from whoever you're asking, for sure.
Yeah, keep the face card clean. So when they do talk, they know it's okay. Yeah, man. Drop them jewels on them. So how? What are certain ways that you, as far as like press pass and the credentials go, what are ways you can do? What can media, as a person in media, what can you tell them to do to build their credentials?
I mean, right now it's a popularity contest. You know, back in the day, I would say get your credentials up, get your business or work for somebody. That shit don't mean nothing, man. They really looking at how many followers you got, how relevant you are, and then it also go back to the work. You know, like I said, my face card is so good that I might not be as popular as a lot of people, but shit, people know. They always see me all the time, so I can just get in off of my face versus asking for media. Another crack the code, man, I said on the crack the code, like if you got a business or a brand, vendorship is like the new VIP to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if they really caught that one.
Yeah.
That might go over a lot of people's head, you know what I'm saying? How much you gonna spend on a bottle in a section in the club?
Yeah. Vendor.
You
The vendors is in there too.
what the
And
vendor?
you gotta get in. You gotta get those slots. It is like the yeah.
Here in the A, man. I mean, there's a lot of shout out to all the vendors that be around when I be out working too. You know what I'm saying? We get more access than the media. The promoters fuck with us heavy. You know what I'm saying? The people they actually support what you got going because you done brought money to them on the business side, and they looking forward to you coming back. So vendorship is a good way. If you have a brand or a product or a business, like, man, just go and get the vendor. And I mean, you're going to spend that money on that anyway. And like I said, you'll spend that money on the bottle. Instead of getting a bottle, get a vendor, get some employees, have them sitting up in there. And then you might still get the bottle. I still get the bottle from some promoters, man. Shout out Cut the Red Tape over there at Tiger on the Fridays. You're going to be there, you know, with the bottle and the vendor. Wink.
Yeah, man.
For real.
So ain't out the club down there. How many nights a week, man? You out?
6, because I try and take a day off for like paperwork and computer in front of the computer. I gotta take time to load up this shit and put it out at some point. But then sometimes 7 days with like Revolt Week, every day. This week, every day. Next week I gotta do every day too. It's a convention called the NAT convention.
It's Libra season, man. You gotta do every week all through the Libra season, man. You better recognize, man.
That's crazy.
There's better be something going on especially
every
here.
Day. Yeah, definitely. The NAT convention next week. So that's big for people with brands and stuff. Like, you'll look it up, you'll see. But right this week, we all about the A3C, man. We at the A3C. Shout out Angelica, man. She made sure it's been smooth, man. They actually they start tomorrow, but they already done started some real exclusive events. I done already touched bases with a lot of behind the scenes executives already before the artists and the hype people come in, and I really like connecting with them more than the celebrities and the hype beasts for sure.
Yeah. For real. And they don't even be knowing that. They be like, they don't even be knowing.
Nah, you'll never know. You'll never know, man. It could be an old white dude sitting in the corner or an Indian dude, you know what I'm saying? And they got millions, you know. They got on dirty shoes and all. You'll never know they got millions.
So, yeah, A3C is going on right now, you know, all throughout the week. Events going on. It kind of slipped. My mind just slipped on the question, but I'm just thinking more so on just being out every day, man. like you know, just the grind, and it don't stop. Well, how do you like as far as relationship wise, man? Is it going?
Oh man, why you gonna do me like that? That's
How you do it, man?
I'm not a role model with relationships,
Hey,
man.
shit.
Look, my girl mad at me right now. She be mad till I come back, you know. So I don't know if I should be giving out relationship advice. For real, man.
But,
if you ain't got no girl like mine, boy, you gonna be single for sure. You know, but I mean, I give everybody my all, so it's kind of hard for them to say that I'm doing something wrong because they can see it in my eyes. They know, you know what I'm saying? Even all the way down to my sons, you know what I'm saying? They be like, you know, inquisitive about what I'm doing and the results and the completion of it, you know? So that's what I work on, like the success part, and then everything else fall in place. Cause I mean, it is hard. Everything hard, man. The relationship part, that's hard, man. I done been through everything, man. I've been from the cheating to the being out all the time.
Yeah, just being gone, even going out of town.
Yeah,
it's
now
tough.
you gotta prove. Now you gotta be trustworthy. Now you gotta call in. Now you gotta check in. It's just whether you want to do it. Like I said, you ready to do this hard work? You get it out the way. Cause it's either that. For me, it's either that or be back at the crib sitting around doing nothing. And that's never gonna be me. So,
playing PlayStation, playing Madden,
playing Fortnite with my son. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's hard. The relationship part hard, man. I'm not the one to give out advice, even though I do talk about a lot of relationship stuff on my album, you know, on the Crack the Code. But I talk about it from my perspective of like, yo, you know,
put it in the music. Then
yeah, just put it in the music. Like I don't be online posting shit. I just put all of my balled up feelings in the music and keep it moving. You know.
Yeah, man, that's the therapy, man. Do you think you ever kind of like do the podcasting or whatever, or like the blogging again, like, you know?
Yeah, Yeah, I like it. Yeah. What's up, man? You looking for a co-host? I'm in here, man. What's up, man? Nah,
Well, yeah,
I'm
man. You know,
messing with you.
we call you in, you know,
If I
to
be a
let us
guest
know what's
host,
going on, man.
If the
you know.
Breakfast Club call me, I'm down. You know,
It could be a
it's up.
recurring guest, man. You know,
Yeah, I'm down for
you
it
like
all,
bro,
man.
man, from the 5th floor. Come on downstairs, you know, tell the folks what's up. Eat
I'll
a couple
pull
of
up.
sandwiches.
I'll pull up.
We got to get some sandwiches over here too, man. We working on it, man.
Oh,
You know
some
what I'm saying?
sandwiches?
Yeah, man. 2024, it's gonna be, you know, all I try to do is just try to give them an experience that was better than last week, man.
And you
just
asked about the revolt, man. That's what they did, man. It's just up the experience. Every time I came back, every time I came back, it was something new. Every time I came back, people were nicer. Every time I came back, it's just they up the experience. Same way here, man. Every time I seen you, man, you know, up the experience, man.
Yeah.
Better cameras, more lights, bigger studio.
And I like, man, you was one of the, you always be like a comfort blanket for me when I go out. And I'll be like, damn, break in this motherfucker. I'm like, all right,
Yeah, it's
I'm
time
in
to
the
get
right
that money.
place.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
in
time to
the
get
right
that
place.
money. You see me, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
For real.
He got the gimbal, he got the whole rig, everything, you know what I'm saying? He already set up, or he got the blunts or whatever. It's like, bruh, you are around out here, and people call me Mr. Everywhere, but you definitely are everywhere. And you know, iron sharpen iron, we just come from that time period where we knew, you know, that you had to move like that.
That you had to be out like that. That's crazy. It ain't like that no more.
And yeah, people don't think it's like that, but if you not, because everybody that once you are on a working schedule, these folks is moving around.
Yeah.
And that's how the music improves, because the experiences and the networking is way on a larger level. Once you kind of, like you said, you have visibility, high visibility with folks that you look like you're supposed to be there. But then every now and then you're gonna have, you know, a certain person that kind of, know what I'm saying, maybe a little more entitled, and they like, oh, who are you, or you know, whatever. They flex.
Well, that face card win every time. You can be popular, but the face card win every time.
Every
For
time.
me, I don't know. I can't speak for everybody, but that face card always got me in the door. Like, you do good to people, word gonna travel faster than the hype, for sure.
For sure. So I know you're a busy man. I'm gonna let you get back to work. Oh, the question I was gonna ask earlier is you always like kind of been like a one man wrecking crew, right?
Damn, but if I say that,
it looks
that's
like
gonna
that.
piss people off.
It looks like that. Now I'm gonna just say it looks like that. It looks like that.
It's not that,
I'm
man.
asking from because I have a team, right?
Yeah.
But I like to do a lot of things on my own because, you know, who do I trust? Me. That's
Yes.
who.
Yes.
Know what I'm saying?
You're not right. You're not wrong for saying that. You're not wrong for saying that.
So a lot of times it's hard for me to delegate certain tasks for my team or for people that could possibly be the team. And not to call you like just a one-man team, but again, I know that to be one man, you have a lot of hats and a lot of things that you
do a lot of stuff.
And shout out to your team and everybody and your support. Again, that's why I'm happy to bring you on this platform to talk about it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give you a chance to shout out your team. But first, how do you delegate? Like, and what are some tips that you could give me?
Well, for me, it started with family. You know, I come from a big family. I got 5 brothers. You know what I'm saying? So 5 brothers. I got 2 great parents, mom and dad, been together all my life. You know what I'm saying? My whole family always been that first foundation. You know what I'm saying? So it started there like that. I learned how to work with a team by having a family that you really forced to work with. I ain't really had no choice. You know, I had to work with my brothers. I had to kind of do stuff. And then as I graduated, I did build a team. I did have a team, you know. Being out working hard, you attract what you want, doing what you. That's why it's kind of hard for me to fake shit, because then I attract the fake shit and then I don't like it. But if I'm out doing what I like, then the people who really like what I like really fuck with me. You know, they'll be like, oh shit, you got the new MacBook joint. You know what I'm saying? Or you got the new camera with the whatever, you know. So man, I just, you know, like with the team, I have a strong team. Shout out to Royal Blunts. Shout out to everybody who worked with me on the Royal Blunt time, the Royal Blunt baddies, man. We got a lot of girls who they put in a lot of work, man. They actually out right now working. You know, they might be looking at the live like, hurry up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Behind the scenes, I've had a lot of investors in the past who believed in the vision. Our Southern Syrup wouldn't happen without a lot of the investors. I don't even want to say so many because there's so many different names, but man, they know who they are, and they the type of people who they ain't even never want their name to even be out there. They just wanted me to do good. So, you know, I've always had a strong backing behind me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never really scared to say so. So, I might look like a one-man crew, but it's always been a team behind me. It always be a team with me out, you know what I'm saying? Even the goons fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never really had to get no real squabbles because niggas was ready to squabble for me, you know?
Word.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, because, you know, sometimes, and that's how it may look for me. A lot of times it may look like, you know, Doja doing like, you know, but I try to, not only is my platform just to kind of to showcase the other, you know, the hard working and the deserving. I felt like I was that, so and I get just a lot of support, and I like to, you know, just show the love and
But I do get what you're saying, how like you can't trust nobody. And
like sometimes you be like,
be
man,
yourself,
I got to get this like workout, you know, even just kind of letting folks edit the work, or, you know, just kind of even when you behind the camera and you give the camera up to somebody, whatever, to take a picture, and you be like, oh man,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. I done had cameras be broke. You know what I'm saying? We done broke equipment, man. We done tore up all kind of shit. We done crashed whips, man. Come on, man. We done work with the team, man. It's trials and tribulations, but at the end, the end result is what I be looking forward to, for sure. For real.
So once again, shout out XYZ on Twitch. Shout out everybody that's been checking us out on the Facebook. I haven't really been looking at the. I know that
Facebook too.
Yeah, I haven't really been
Crazy.
looking at the comments or nothing like that. But again, let them know where they can find you at, and let's talk about, once again, let's plug the album.
All right, you can find me on IG, Breaka Tenfold. That's BREAKA Tenfold. Shoot, man, crack the code, man. Streaming all platforms, man. Go stream that. Show me some love. Let me know if it's trash. Let me know if it's fire. Man, shout out.
How are you with that? You know, how are you with opinions?
I'm just like anybody else, you know.
Yeah, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit.
I work hard, so, you know, but I want to hear it all, you know, like, man, this made me better over time. So that's what got me to the level where I'm at now. You know, I've been able to take the criticism and like up the scope, you know. So like now you see, I just do music that I know that I like because
that's what you like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
The track.
yeah.
I don't do what's hot. I do what I like, you know. So a lot of times I do stuff, you know, to motivate me. Like I said, I be working out in the gym, or I might be going through situations. I just put in the music instead of going online like the next person, or instead of, you know, feeling depressed or whatever. I put it in the music for sure.
So y'all follow and go stream the album, Crack
Up
the
with
Code.
me.
We finna get into one of these tracks. I guess I might as well play. Let's see what I'm finna play. Same thing.
Same
With the
thing,
Bluz
man.
Brothers.
We don't do the same thing as them.
And I'm gonna play the same thing because shout out Shed Street. He do the same thing. That's my blues brother. But nah, you've been doing the same thing, but a lot of things for a very long time, and I've watched you do the same thing that I basically do, in the sense of just care about hip hop and the culture, and, you know, and business, you know, and always just, you know, again, worked hard and kept a clean, you know, been cordial. But again, bro, you doing your thing. you inspire me. I watch what you do. Like as far as one of them people that's out there that's like, oh, okay, I respect you as media, like a media genius, and like you say, media and marketing.
Media marketing.
It's hard for a lot of
music.
folks to understand when they be like, what do you do for real? And they be like, put together different plans to market different products. And again, whether it don't always have to be something that's hood, but you do it on a high quality level every time. And again, I appreciate you because
Man, I appreciate you. I appreciate the love, man. Like I say, man, we go back to Tallahassee.
Business plenty of times,
For real.
and I look forward to like again, I extend my platform out to you, whatever. And anytime you want to come back on, on a reoccurring guest, just let me know, man.
I definitely got some artists I want to bring through, bro. Like, you might see me in the cut supporting them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of artists that I work with, too. That's another thing about the team, man. I got a team of people. We all multitasking. You know what I'm saying? I got a team of producers, models, R&B singers. So I want to definitely bring the team back so they can speak for themselves. I don't got to shout them out. They going to shout themselves out. Sure.
Yeah. So, I stand as much as I can, and we out here, man, week in and week out. I'm going to let you get out here to this A3C festival.
Yeah, it's that time.
And, again, we're going to come back with part 2, but I want to get into the same thing with Breaka. Y'all go crack the code. Go crack the code right now, man. Fuck up the algorithm for my dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By sharing it when you stream it, man. Don't only stream it, share it when you stream it, man. There ain't nothing wrong. It's free. You know what I'm saying? Get out here. I like that emoji they gave me.
They say the game changing up. They say I need a chain or something. Or Gucci's on my frame or something. We don't do the same thing.
I be out in uniform, clocked in, looking for somewhere that I can lock in. Usually where it's poppin', I be in my own world, talking to myself like I'm singing some songs.
Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Now we got some music.
My own tour, like we ain't gon' wait for 'em. These niggas ain't out here working, I can't even relate. I'ma be great in a way because we living in the age where nothing is really real and real is really fake. Okay. Her DJ asked me what's my goals. I want my music to live forever, stay on the road. We gon' pull up in every single color Monte Carlo and roll up that pressure in the neck and Hemperello. We don't do the same things, me and you. Yeah, we are very different. Only difference is I don't care, nigga, I ain't trippin'. Home point, all the time, I ain't never slippin'. Keep a scope or blow out, now that's an ass whippin'.
They say the game changing up. They say I need a chain or something. Or Gucci's on my frame or something. We don't do the same thing as them. They say the game changing up. They say I need a chain or something. Or Gucci's on my frame or something. We don't do the same thing as them.
Don't struggle hard, roll, bros get on. Tallahassee hospital, boy, they thought I was gone. Nurse feed me ice cream, Bluz brothers stay strong. I been free like a slave, fuck I need a chain on. That's me, I been popping before I put a chain on. Rub blunt dripping with my Gucci belt on. My rap, my style, gangsta Al Capone. Thank God I been hustling for all this long. For me to be here for my city I put on. I'm a rep in a whim when I say it's gone. Respect in my city, nigga, that's my chain on. You just say that you ain't got the cheese to put a chain on. Every chain you got on, I got a fat bankroll. Couple young bad bitches like a paymaster roll. One thing about Deacon, ho, get no dough. These bros that hit the road, put your Gucci shades on.
They say the game changing up. They say I need a chain or something. Or Gucci's on my frame or something. We don't do the same thing as them. They say the game changing up. They say I need a chain or something. Or Gucci's on my frame or something. We don't do the same thing as them.
I think investing in your career is important. Is investing in your career buying a chain, or is it buying a Sprinter so you can go do some promo and touch some cities, or is it not waiting on the record label to put you in the studio, or you put yourself in the studio, or instead of complaining about how the record label not promoting you, you go press up your own promotional shit. That's investing in yourself too. It don't have to be a chain. I do advise all artists to invest in themselves. It's just how you investing in yourself. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know you got a project coming out. Buy you and your homeboys own flights to come to New York to do promo. And instead of not coming because the record label won't buy you #2 plane tickets. I'm 1000% believing in investing in yourself, because even having a record deal, you still have to invest in yourself. They don't do everything for you. They only do the bare minimum necessary. So, like, I don't think a chain gonna say, you know, records, your music gotta be good. You can't trick the consumer. They won't listen to your shit or they don't.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dame Doja. If you're looking to get your interview done or be a guest host on our podcast, hit us up at DOZHATOLDYA.COM. Bump what you heard. Remember who told you? It's Doja Told You.